Okay, it's Chris and welcome. This is Watercolor in 5. We're going to have a great time. We're going to get excited. We're going to do some flowers. Just a quick, simple sketch and painting of some simple flowers in a vase, on a table. Very, very simple. This is something we can all do. Takes maybe about, 10 minutes to draw, 10 minutes to paint. So let's keep it quick. And you can even do it even in 5 minutes, 5 minutes of drawing and 5 minutes of painting. This can be accomplished. Let's try to do it quickly, though. Let's not take too long on this. Let's try to move our technique into a quicker pace. A lot of times, if we can quicken our pace with our techniques, as well as using maybe a larger brush, that can really be really helpful to have more of a fresher, freer, looser looking painting. So let's try that now. So I'm just going to do freehand here. I'm just going to create something out of my imagination. I'm going to make a vase. Let me do that. Let me start out. Let me make a vase here. I'm going to contour draw. Okay, and then I'm just going to draw a couple leaves here. Maybe another leaf here. Maybe a couple flower shapes here. A leaf shape there, another leaf shape here. Okay, a little shadow under the vase. Back of the table is over here, like that. And a couple more leaves here and there. And that looks pretty good. Maybe another leaf there. Okay. Excellent. Now, you can see I have some leaves here. So I have some leaf shapes. These will be green. Then we have some flower shapes over here. We'll make these gold. And then some more green leaves here. So I'll make the small, I'll make those small leaf shapes and the veins in the leaves like this, so I know which ones are my leaves and then the other ones are the flowers. And they don't have to be perfect. You can pick a bouquet that you might see online. Take your subject matter, find it anywhere you want, books, art books, photographs, real life, some flowers you have at the house, something on some designs on furniture, anything. Just come up with any quick flower designs and then just make it a quick sketch with a vase, a table, and some flower shapes here. And then we're going to use a larger brush. So I'm going to have a pretty good sized brush here. This is a number 8 Raphael Kolinsky Sable brush. And let's just get right into it. Now, again, let's try to go quick with this. Let's start out with the greens. Let's go with some sap green, cadmium lemon yellow. So we'll make some cadmium lemon yellow. We'll make a little bit of purple, maybe a little bit of burnt sienna and burnt umber up here for like a little bit of a gray mixture. We can use that for to gray down our greens a little, like that. And let's do our greens. We're using a large brush. So let's get lots of paint up here. And let's get that paint on the paper. A couple splashes. Another leaf. Let's use the brush for our shapes. So if the leaf has the point here, then you just take your brush and you move your brush around to where you want the leaf shapes, like that. And you just keep your hand resting on the paper. And you start your painting from the left over going to the right if you're right-handed. And if you were left-handed, you would do the same thing. You'd start your leaves over here with your hand resting on the paper and do your work going right to left. So, and that's all we're going to do here. So we're just going to have an interesting, fun time here doing some leaf shapes, and I'm just going to keep working those greens. Having some fun with that. A couple splashes. And again, do this quick. Doesn't matter how messy it looks or if it's not perfect, don't worry about it. Just get it on the paper quick. Do your contour drawing first, and then just really go for the gusto. Get your paint on there. Go fast. Try painting fast. Give painting fast a real try. Do it a lot. Try it a lot. I think that'll really amaze you how much more fresh and free your paintings can be. I found that when I painted faster, I definitely had much better luck with my paintings. So now I'm going to go in and get my gold colors. That's yellow ochre, a little bit of cadmium lemon yellow. And I'm just going to do these flower shapes. And then what I can do is when I get these gold flower shapes in, I'm going to come back in and do some shadowing. So you'll see that I'm going to charge in some darker tonal values on these gold flowers. And do a couple more splashes here. Then I'm going to take some raw umber and make some shadow shapes. I'm just charging in some raw umber where I think the shadow areas are. I'm pretending that the light's coming from straight over top. And let's see what else we can do. We can put some more greens there. And I'll do a couple more green shapes here. And that's another green. And then you can add some even darks. Dark green, cadmium, French ultramarine blue, and sap green. And then you can put in a couple spots here and there. With some darks, dark green. Kind of gives it a little more interesting look. Then we're going to take our cerulean blue, a little bit of that yellow ochre, and we're just going to make a little shadowing on the vase here. A little bit of purple as well. And then we'll just blend that color down here, like that. Purple, French ultramarine blue, a little bit of raw umber. And we'll get a little bit of a shadow into there like that. And maybe a little bit of the shadowing of the above. So this is where you just have fun. You splash a little, add a little bit of shadowing like this. Doesn't have to be perfect. And that gives you the feel that the flowers are casting a shadow on this tablecloth. And then you can add a little bit of, just a little bit of color on the wall back here. That's always good to do. Add a bit of shadowing back here on this wall. A couple splashes just to sort of give it a bit of color and texture. And And that's it. I hope you're going to do this and have fun and make it loose, splash, have a good time. See, I'm having a good time with this. I am not sitting here and suffering over every brush stroke. I'm having a good time. I'm adding some warm yellow ochre a little bit to the tablecloth. I'm going to pretend this is tablecloth. I'm making this up as I go. And again, the shadowing, we did purple and a little bit of yellow ochre and French ultramarine blue, just for the feel of the shadows of the flowers on the tablecloth above. We got some shadowing on our vase. We have a tissue handy to blot up a little bit if we want to. You can blot up a little bit of paint if you want, if you feel you went too much with the shadowing. But that'll dry lighter. All this will dry lighter. And then under here we can charge in some burnt umber and French ultramarine blue, just to give it a little darker under here. These are where the shadows are. In the flower section here, we want to do that, maybe. A couple spots here and there. That can be a big help, adding some darker shadowing here and there. Okay, excellent. I hope we had fun. Please consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed before. We do these paintings and these compositions and these fun exercises once a week, usually, sometimes more. Sometimes we can do maybe 2 in a week, but most times it's once a week. And if you click the notification bell next to the subscribe button, then you'll notice that you'll be alerted when we create our video, the exact time and date. And I hope, again, we had fun. And we have a great time painting quick, rapid pace here, just to sort of get that feel of a rhythm, a quick rhythm in our paintings. And that can really be helpful. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.